All right. Good to see everybody. I just say, like, hey, great first start. Just proud of the mentality, the focus that we had taking the game, the intent. It felt like the guys played really hard. Felt like they were focused. It's the first game, so just first time doing all the operation stuff for real. So I thought our operation was clean for the most part. I'm sure that, I got a bunch of notes written down as the game kind of unfolded there, things that we're going to want to chase and kind of debrief on. But overall, I'd just say I'd say it's a foundational first game. This is something that we want to build on. There'll be plenty of details on tape that we're going to, dive into, and can't wait to watch the tape and see how the guys did.
When you're trying to install a new defense, instill a mentality and all that, just how big is it for the guys' confidence to build off something like this?
Well, we definitely wanted to, we played majority of our starters on defense, so we definitely wanted to start fast and just get a feel for getting the calls in, the subs, situational ball for real, and the guys were locked in. I thought we did a good job of getting the calls in fast, and the guys communicated well on the back end, especially when they started going fast there. And I think it was the third drive or so. So, yeah, it was very important.
It was basic, of course, but was that what you expected from your defense?
I mean, I always expect us to go out and play hard and play physical and be clean. And if it's not the way we want to look, then we're going to want to make that right. But yeah, I think there's some things. Again, it wasn't a perfect showing by any stretch, and but it was a solid start, and I think the guys know that. Like we should be able to take a jump here moving forward. And we got a big week ahead of us. Practicing against Tennessee, and then having another game against those guys. So we're looking forward to that.
Did anyone stand out to you in particular?
Oh, man, I thought our front played really well. The back end was clean with the first couple guys. Felt their presence back there. I felt we tackled well. So all the fundamentals, all that type of stuff. First time tackling for real, especially with the ones and twos. Felt like the guys who were getting the ball were taking good angles for the most part.
What did you think of how Sam Howell played?
I thought Sam played really well. Moving the offense, not all the starters played. I think we had a couple of the interior line guys that were the only ones in there. Great to see him come back out in the second half and move all the way down the field. Obviously we want to close that drive out, but thought we operated well. Thought he made some great decisions, slinging around. I'm sure there's some plays that we're gonna he'd want back, and that's good. It's never going to be a perfect performance, but I definitely pleased.
Coach, how do you feel like you guys ran the ball tonight?
I felt us up front. Again, we'll look at the schemes. We didn't have a lot of schemes up. We'll see how we targeted some certain things, but I felt like the guys were getting off the rock, and that should go as expected moving forward.
Good to see Byron Murphy again in the backfield, flashing a little bit. So.
Yeah, it was great to see him make a couple plays. First game action, he was all juiced, and the guys were excited for him. So that was cool to see.
Kobe Bryant, I get just that whole play. I mean, Kayvon, I guess makes the big hit, and Kobe makes the interception there.
Yeah.
Just that's the kind of play you want to see.
Yeah, team football, man. Like good pocket, guys communicated, made the right checks in the back end. We're in our spots on play action. Attack the football, and then when it comes to us, let's go make the play and try to go score.
What did you think of the new kickoff, Chenault's return, how you covered it?
Yeah, I'd say hot and cold. There's a lot of great things to show. I mean, this return was definitely a highlight. There's a couple things where we got to look at how we're blocking some certain things, especially when the ball's going across the field. But again, I think it'd be fun film to watch. And hey guys, now we saw it for real. This is the tempo of the play. Let's change our targets, our counts, things like that. Make sure our angles are on point, and we should take a big jump here moving forward.
Nick Harris started at center, and then Olu came in after that.
That was just a plan going into the game. But yeah, they're battling it out right now.
And you expect Connor Williams on Monday, or do you know?
He should be coming in town pretty soon. Yeah.
Coach, you mentioned you took a bunch of notes, in terms of the game that's going on.
Sure.
How did you feel about your process, just being the head coach, and how important are this game and the next two games, kind of just figuring things out for the regular season start? Yeah,
very important. I thought for the most part we were on point with our decision making and gave Grubb the necessary information. I thought all that stuff was about as good as expected. But yeah, I mean it's tricky. You're calling the game on defense and you're making adjustments, then you're back on off. I mean, it's the way it goes. So you got to be good. You got to be on point. So expect it to be sharp moving forward, and that's my responsibility.
Is Grubb upstairs the plan the whole year, or are you trying that out?
Yeah, I'll be up there.
Okay. Was there anything you learned as a head coach that you know about football coaching before?
Love our guys.
Coach, what going into the season, what would you want your identity to be for this ball?
I think, but we're on record with this, but just a style that's really tough to play. You know, it's all the things, all the edges that we're chasing, our mentality. We want to be rock solid. We say 12 is one. We want to be together, connected. All those things. You know, guys, everybody pushing the same direction, and we're not there yet. You know, but that's the vision. The guys know it. That's what we're on our way, and faster we can push together, the further we'll go. So step one.
Is that third and fourth and goal from the one probably a coaching point you're going to emphasize here?
Yeah, we want to close drives out for sure. The guys know that. You know, I'm sure we'll look at how we blocked it and all that, but it would have been great to finish that drive out.
Anything else? Thanks, Coach.
All right, thank you.
Mike.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Kobe Bryant.
What did you see on the interception with Kayvon making the hit and then you getting the ball? What did you see there?
The ball in the air, that's all I seen. You know, I knew I had to get it. I owed two of them. Should have had two, but, I'm thankful for the first one. So.
When you see Coleman going in for a hit like that, do you go to position for the tip? You know a tip's likely to come like that.
Honestly, yeah, I was driving the man, and then I just seen, Kayvon in my peripheral make that play. And then like I said, I seen the ball in the air. So.
What did you notice about Mike Macdonald's defense now that it was a game time?
Yeah, very detailed, I would say, but that starts in practice. That's what we practice each and every day.
How meaningful is that for you to make a play in a game like this, just given what happened last year with your injuries and not playing a whole lot and everything?
Feels good, man, just to be back out there. I take preseason serious, whatever the case may be. I just love football and competing.
You've been playing safety for a while now since they moved you last year.
Yeah.
How much are you starting to really embrace this position and feel comfortable there?
I'm embracing it, pretty well. Each week I'm growing. I set myself with goals to, attack each week, what I need to work on, what I'm improving on. So just a little thing.
For you guys as a defense, I know it's preseason and all that, but just when you're learning a new defense, new coach, to start out like this, what does this do for you guys confidence-wise?
It plays a major part. Like I said, it just starts in practice, though. Coach Mike being on us, each and every day. Just the communication. Like I said, just being on the same page, and we just want to make our mark early.
And how much does it help? It seems like the defense has really had some good days in practice, but to come out, even though it's preseason, but to do it against another team and all that, just kind of, I guess, how meaningful is that to do it?
Definitely, meaningful a lot. I would say, we get tired of scrimmaging each other each and every day. Obviously we learn each other, but just to go against someone else and, execute the way we did, it shows something. So.
How did those attention to detail from practice translate to what you were able to do in the game today?
Right. I feel like, Coach Mike challenges extremely hard in practice, and then versus when it's in the game, it's a lot easier. So, I feel like that kind of helps us when we go out there.
And then he said the tackling was on point for you guys
Right.
today. How are you guys working on that in practice again so it translates to shows up?
Well, like I said, we practice on tackling each and every day, that whatever the case may be, without pads, with pads, that's something that, they hone in on. I feel like last year we had a lot of missed tackles. So, in order to be a good defense, you have to work on tackling. So.
And then it seemed like there was kind of a mentality you guys were playing with. Did you feel that on the field?
Yeah, 100%. As a team, you definitely want to have that dog mentality, no matter what it is, special teams, offense, defense, that's the mentality you want to have.
Anything else, guys?
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
I missed talking to him.
1 2 1 2 1 2.
Just how'd it feel to get out there in some game action and get to hit other people and all that?
Man, it felt great. First time, first NFL game. Man, it was truly a blessing, but it was great, man. I'm just really just very excited. From the first snap I was in to the last. I had fun, but I'm just trying to continue to get better each and every day.
Tackle for loss there. Just take us through that play. Looks like you just kind of drove your guy back and.
Say it again.
Just take us through that tackle for loss on the road.
Oh, so man, the play call came in. We had a little movement going, along the line, and when I got the call, man. The ball, made a play in the backfield, TFL.
Looked like you just missed a sack a little while after that. Just I guess take us through that play. It ended up in a sack for you guys anyway. Yeah. Just that play. What do you?
Oh, that play. That play right there. I should have made the play, but thanks to my teammate, he made it. But it's also it's a learning thing. Just finishing plays, something I just need to work on. But that's something that's gonna happen. That's part of football. It's okay. It's all good.
With a young team, new coach coming together, what does a performance like this do for you guys confidence-wise on defense?
One more time.
What does this do for your confidence on defense to start out like this?
Man, I feel like it just boosted even more, you know, because Coach Macdonald, you know, he's big on defense. You know, he just been preaching to us, you know, since we've been in camp, you know, OTA, training camp, you know, all them things. And man, but I feel like a total boost though. I feel like now we can really see his vision after this game too. And I feel like it's time to take it up a notch. I feel like that's what we're gonna do.
It seemed like a pretty clean game too. Like there weren't a lot of missed, you know, anything. You know, everybody talks about how much communication you guys need, but it didn't seem like there was some very many busted plays or anything like that.
Right. I mean, yeah, because you know that's something we work on. You know, week in, week out. You know, we big on communication. You know, Mike Macdonald. You know, he preached that a lot. Communicate. You know, that's what we do. You know, communicate. You know, in order to be successful on the field, you know, everybody got to communicate. You know, that's the only way you can do your job. You know, you got to talk. You know, just everybody just being on one page, staying the course.
Anything else?
Thanks, Byron.
Thank you.
Has Sam been in yet?
No.
No.
Okay, he's next.
feel out there running things in a game setting?
Yeah, it was good to get back out there. We've been going against ourselves a little for these past few weeks. So good to get out there against a different opponent. Thought the guys played well. Obviously, defensively, I thought we had a really good game. Offensively, did some good things. Could have scored a little more points, I thought. Would like to finish that drive there early in the third quarter where we got stopped on the one. Overall, I thought we did some good things.
For Coach Macdonald going through this for the first time, just how would you evaluate how he handled everything?
Yeah, Coach was great. Obviously, first time for him. Obviously, first time head coach, but he was great. I thought he did a good job. Did a good job of getting us ready for the game. Obviously, it's a little different when it's the preseason, but he did a great job. He was great before the game, great in the huddle before the game and stuff. So he's doing a great job, and guys are buying in for sure.
You got those 4 days basically running with the ones when Gino was out and all that. I guess in general, how do you feel like camp has gone for you with this offense?
Yeah, I thought the first couple of days I wasn't my best, but after the first 2 days or so, I thought I've been playing some good football. Especially this past week, I thought I had a really good week of practice, and I think I've definitely gotten better each and every day. And that's what I'm going to continue to try to do is get better each and every day.
On third down, just how big a part of your game can be to making things happen with your legs?
Yeah, for sure. I think that's definitely something that I've always kind of done my whole career. Is especially on third down, I can try to make some plays with my feet, and I think that's just part of my game and something that whenever I'm out there, I'm going to try to use, especially on third down, especially when they're playing man coverage, and when they're playing man coverage on defense, there's a lot of room to run the ball for the quarterback. So when we get man coverage, kind of look, obviously trying to throw the ball first, but I know there's good opportunities to run as well.
Coach Macdonald has said a couple times he feels like your game is also sort of best when it's an actual game. Like maybe sometimes your game translates better to a game than practice or whatever. I mean, do you feel that, or do you like when you get in a game like tonight, do you kind of feel like that's more your time, or?
I mean, obviously, you try to be really good every single day, and try to be the same player you are in practice. But I think obviously when the lights come on, I think I try to take it to another level for sure. And I just think kind of part of his question here was, using my feet. That's something that you don't really get to see a whole lot in practice because you're not live, so you don't really get those live plays. And I feel like that's a really big part of my game and something I bring to the table. But, yeah, I mean, I try to be the same player each and every day.
Brady Russell's run after catch on the touchdown.
Yeah, that was awesome. Definitely when I threw it to him, I was kind of just expecting to get the first down. But, it's great when you got a guy who can, run after the catch and make guys miss. And Brady's had a really good camp, and he's doing a great job. So every time he's in there, I'm going to try to keep finding him for sure.
The 3rd and 1 and the 4th and 1 at the goal line, anything you wish you guys did differently there, or did they just kind of beat you guys on those plays?
We were running the ball really well. So I was fine with the decision to run the ball there on 4th down, just try to get it in. But yeah, we definitely got to find a way to finish that. But play call wise, I thought that was pretty good.
I think it was 8 for 15 on 3rd down while you were in the game. Is that pretty encouraging to be converting on those 3rd downs?
Yeah, I thought there was some when we could have done a little better job. Obviously, got to go look back at the film, but I thought there were some things we might have left out there. But you're not going to be perfect, and we moved the ball well, controlled the game. I don't know what exactly the time possession was, but I know we had it for most of the game. So we played some good complementary football for sure.
And just the offense as a whole, Coach Grubb, we talked to him this week, he said like 80, I think he said 80% of the offense is in right now. Do you guys feel like you guys are getting a lot more confident with everything, kind of with every day that you're having practice?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, obviously every single day that you get to, rep the system, rep the plays in this system is another day to get better. And I think we've done a really good job as an offense of finding what things we need to get better at and focusing on those each and every day. And I think that's definitely paid off for us. And we got a good group of guys, a lot of guys that, really love ball, want to get better. So I'm really excited about what we have on our football team. Cool. Appreciate it, guys.
Thank you.
That's it. Cool.